Volvinaka, and good evening to you all. I'm delighted to be here this evening amongst all our key stakeholders to launch the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Awards. Today's launch is a build-up to the main award ceremony that will be held later in the year, where our exporters will be acknowledged for their hard work, success, innovation, and enormous contribution towards sustained growth of the Fijian economy. The Exporters of the Year Awards is not just a celebration of achievement. It is a symbol of the dynamism and boldness that has taken hold in our business community. We are at the beginning of a new era of confidence in trade and economic development. Fiji is not just a little country tucked away in the Pacific. Fiji is a little country with big ideas. A country that looks outward, where Fijians find and seize the opportunities. I'm particularly pleased with the theme of this year's event, Partnering for Global Success, as it is synonymous with our public-private partnership that has elevated Fiji in both regional and international trade. You, the exporters, have the ideas and the drive to export, to find markets. You take the risks. Government's job is to create a conducive environment to facilitate your growth. This is precisely what we have done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is evident in the unprecedented levels of growth experienced by the Fijian economy in the past 6 years. With an average growth of about 3.2%, 2015 growth is forecasted at 4.3%, which is higher than the initial projection of 4%. Our foreign reserves, ladies and gentlemen, are strong. As of 2015 June, they stand at $1.997 billion, sufficient to cover 5 months of retained imports of goods and non-factor services. Never before have we maintained such a strong foreign reserves position. This growth is fueled, amongst other things, by the steady growth of exports. Our exports are estimated to have grown by 11.5%, or 2.1 billion in 2014, and we expect it to grow even further this year and beyond. Our imports of investment goods have also increased by 45.6%, or $238 million compared to 2013, which indicates increased investment activity. Ladies and gentlemen, the conditions are perfect for our exporters to invest, to reinvest, to expand and diversify further and take advantage of the various manufacturing and export incentives offered by the government. Total investments are expected to be over the targeted 25% of GDP for a third consecutive year. Furthermore, private investments are expected to be 19% of GDP in 2015. Ladies and gentlemen, we have put our mark in the international arena through brand Fiji, which is synonymous with quality, high standards, and a pristine environment. We have to ensure that our products and services live up to that particular brand. Fijian made by Fijian must mean quality in the mind of consumers and competitors when we take Fijian made global. The Fijian government will continue to make exports a priority and will continue to provide the environment and the incentives that our exporters need to grow. To achieve this, the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism has embarked on the formulation of the Fijian Trade Policy Framework. The framework will be launched by the Honourable Prime Minister on the 10th of July in this same venue. The framework sets a long-term vision for Fiji's priority sectors and sets a detailed agenda focused on expanding trading opportunities, promoting industrial growth, attracting domestic and foreign investment, and increasing exports of goods and services, emphasizing the importance of value addition and addressing supply-side constraints. Most importantly, it recognizes the vital role that the private sector plays in driving growth and development, mapping out a path for closer cooperation and collaboration with the Fijian government. Ladies and gentlemen, in terms of opportunities beyond our shores, we are working hard to secure new markets for Fijian-made goods and services by continuing to implement and negotiate trade agreements such as the PACP-EU Economic Partnership Agreement, the Melanesian Spearhead Group Trade Agreement, and now the PACE Plus Agreement. Fijian government will continue to use, among others, programs and initiatives such as the National Export Strategy to raise the profile of the Fijian-made products and assist exporters to sell these products abroad. I encourage you, the exporters, to be role models to your smaller counterparts and to integrate them in your business value chain by sourcing more Fijian-made and Fijian-grown raw materials from them. Ladies and gentlemen, the private-public partnership is not limited to trade and investments. It is also displayed through the support provided to important events, such as this one. Westpac Banking Corporation has again this year signed off as the principal sponsor, and I thank you for your continued support in empowering and saluting our exporters. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Awards has provided the encouragement needed to achieve maximum growth and success. And in the 22 years of awards, we have witnessed innovation, creativity, and enthusiasm to reach new markets and improve products. Hence, it is encouraging to note that a new category this year for the youth entrepreneurs have been introduced. Our youth are our future and contribute towards nation building. I encourage all youth entrepreneurs out there to take part in the competition, as your hard work and dedication is recognized and you have the potential to make a difference. I wish to open this invitation to all exporters, large or small, to enter into the 2015 Exporter of the Year Awards competition, and I look forward to another excellent selection of nominees. Ladies and gentlemen, with those small few words, I officially launch the 2015 Westpac Prime Minister's Exporter of the Year Awards. Thank you.